Today's topic, digital immigrants versus digital natives. In this video, we will define who digital immigrants and natives are, what accents they have in regards to technology, how natives affect immigrants today, the new language evolving with technologies, and the correlation between digital natives and having a digital literacy.
A digital native is a person who was born during or after the general introduction of digital technologies and through interacting with digital technology from an early age has a greater understanding of its concepts. On the other hand, a digital immigrant is an individual who was born before the existence of digital technology and adopted it to some extent later in life.
Whether they recognize it or not, each individual, immigrant or native, has a digital accent. In his article, Digital Natives and Digital Immigrants, Mark Prensky explains that today's generation has a different accent than that of previous generations when using technology. He does not intend for the word accent to mean the way in which an individual speaks, but rather the process by which an individual thinks when using technology. He claims that because today's generation has grown up in a world completely immersed with technology, that they think much differently than that of previous generations. One key difference is how natives search for information in comparison to immigrants. The search engine Google is typically the first source consulted when a native is in search of information. It is trusted as if it were an omniscient being that can give answers to all questions a native may have. In contrast, many individuals from previous generations are more inclined to trust books as accurate sources instead of looking up something online. This Google search way of thinking is most likely why there is such a high amount of students that prefer to log online and actually go and visit a library in search of a topic of interest. Do students here at UCF really follow these trends?
Okay, so if I want to find something, I just Google it, but if I can't find it there, I look on Wikipedia or something. And that's really it.
When I'm searching something, I look at Google.
I guess I usually just go on Google, and that takes me to like Yahoo Answers or something like that, and if it's not on there, then it doesn't exist.
Now, let's take a look at the birth of a new technological language.
Back in the day, the traditional process for digital immigrants to become literate was by practicing to read words and symbols from books and newspapers. Today's digital natives are becoming literate by learning off of new multimedias, such as online lectures or videos presented in class. It allows for both channel processors in the brain to work simultaneously. When both the auditory and visual systems are working together, the information that is being processed tends to seep into the learner's long-term memory. So because of the evolution of this new language, the learner's experience has increased exponentially and has allowed for attention spans to last longer.
Is being literate in the digital world today the same as being a digital native? Usually, those who are digital natives are very literate in the technology they use. However, being a digital native does not automatically grant one the title of being a digital literate. Remember, Mark Prensky defined the digital native as one who is born into a digital age. On the other hand, digital literacy is the ability to effectively use, evaluate, and create information through a wide range of technologies. Quite simply, being a digital native is a title given to you once you are born into a digital era. In contrast, digital literacy is not given, but rather earned by an individual after a large amount of time has been spent gaining a mastery of the technologies produced by the digital era in which he or she has been born into.
Who's the teacher, the native or the immigrant? Now, since technology is one of the primary sources that most people go to in order to learn about a certain topic, this completely changes everything. Digital natives are now teaching digital immigrants how to use technology to their own benefit. For example, texting has become a common way of communicating today. Digital immigrants weren't born with this technology and now have to adapt to this new method of communication. Digital natives will help teach them acronyms such as BRB, which means be right back, or LOL, which means laugh out loud. So when a digital native communicates with a digital immigrant, they will be more or less on the same page.
Digital natives have the ability and resources to majorly impact our future world. Dom Tapscott, writer of Grown Up Digital: How the Net Generation is Changing Our World, stated in his book that digital natives are, among other things, globally thinking and tolerant for diversity, are natural collaborators, appreciate the freedom of choice and expression, and are very innovative, looking for creative ways of collaborating, learning, and working. As technology grows and the digital eras continue to evolve, more and more people will be able to come together, immigrant or native, forming communities based on the desire to solve some of our greatest problems in the world today.